Good morning, this is your daily outlook for Tuesday the 10th of April. The euro recorded moderate gains against most of its major counterparts amidst thin trading as bank holidays in France, Germany and Italy kept liquidity low. Spain is now the main focus of attention for the media, as a disappointing bond auction last week gave fertile ground for numerous reports on the inherent risks of rising bond yields. Spain announced an ambitious budget deficit target for 2012 of 5.3%, which has been met with scepticism by the markets. Against the US dollar, the single currency rose to 1.3107 from 1.3099. The US dollar appeared softer versus a basket of currencies as market participants were still absorbing Friday's worse-than-expected non-farm payrolls data. Investors are now forced to weigh this trend-breaking figure and try to foretell future policies by the Federal Reserve. Fed Chairman Bernanke has shown a tendency to downplay positive data releases prior to the latest NFP figures, even hinting at a third round of quantitative easing. Against the Japanese yen, the greenback rebounded to 81.63 from 81.46 as economy watchers' sentiment came out better than expected at 51.8, previously at 45.9. The governor of the Bank of Japan is due to hold a press conference today, and his statements will be carefully analysed. The Australian dollar had a flat day against the US dollar, hovering below the 1.03 mark. The British pound rose against the greenback, advancing to 1.5905 from 1.5878, as Prime Minister Cameron travels to Tokyo in search of economic and political alliances. Oil prices dropped to $102 from $102.45 a barrel. Gold rose to $1,642.16 from $1,630.25. Against the euro, gold hovered around 1,250 euros an ounce. Silver fell to $31.61 from $31.69 an ounce. Now, let's take a look at what the currencies are doing this morning. The euro-US dollar pivot point is 1.3085 with a preference to buy long at 1.3085. The US dollar Japanese yen pivot point is 81.80 with a preference to sell short at 81.80. The Australian dollar US dollar pivot point is 1.0335 with a preference to sell short at 1.0335. The pound US dollar pivot point is 1.5885 with a preference to buy long at 1.5885. The US dollar Canadian dollar pivot point is 0.9945 with a preference to buy long at 0.9945. And moving on to commodities. The oil pivot point is $103.35 with a preference to sell short at $103.35. The gold pivot point is 1,633 with a preference to buy long at 1,633. For silver, the pivot point is 31.30 with preference to buy long at 31.30. And of course, for more up-to-date information, please visit us at www.easy-forex.com. On the calendar, the market movers are: the EU Centix index for April is expected to rise to -8.2% from -8.1%. US wholesale inventories for February are forecast to rise by 0.5%. Now on to equities. In Europe, the FTSE was up 0.35%, the DAX was down 0.13%, and the CAC was up 0.19%. In the US, the S&P was down 1.14% and the Dow was down 1%. In Asia, at the time of recording, the Nikkei was down 0.09% and the Hang Seng was down 1.07%. This has been your Daily Outlook. I'm Amanda from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a good day.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.